Manu Vatuvei, we're running it back, Season 2, Unfiltered with Dave Letele. Let's go.
Real blessed year last year, being a free man in November.
This time it's talking about the rebuild, how we went last year, the trials and tribulations. Why did he go to Australia? We asked him that question. I asked myself that question too. Why did he go to Australia?
Your thing has been declined. We'll have to send you back. I was getting pissed off because I was stressing out.
Yeah.
Like I had no one to talk to.
That would have been a nightmare. We talked about his days in rugby league. Is there any one particular hit that you've given that you remember? It was, man, that was a good hit.
Billy Slater had a few off my shoulders.
Yeah. When you start talking about it, you realise how much he's done.
I was lucky I made the All-Stars, so this is when the All-Stars first happened. It was a public vote. They had to pick one player from each team. Wow. I was the lucky one to get picked from the Warriors.
I just feel so proud of Manu and the people that he's helping now. And I just think that it's like a blueprint for other people, how to rebuild their lives. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. This conversation needs to be heard far and wide. Manu Vatuvei, enjoy. So don't forget to click that subscribe button. 80% of the people watching on YouTube aren't subscribers. Just take a second to subscribe. It enables us to keep telling these stories and keep showing people that no matter where you start in life, that it is possible. Thank you so much, team. Unfiltered with Dave Letele is proudly part of the Acast network. Manu.
So, brother.
Man, great to have you back, bro.
Sure, man.
1 year on, pretty much. You were our first episode of this whole thing. You started this whole thing for us, and it went so well that we thought, man, maybe we can make a career of this. But what was the feedback afterwards, after watching and, your family and all that and people that you know? What was the feedback from that potty?
Yeah, it was real positive. But I try to stay away from social media for a little bit. It's just because of the anxiety part. But then once the weeks went by and seeing a few people see the story and thanking me for sharing. So there's always a lot of stories out there that has an impact on someone, and I was happy that I was one of them, and hopefully I can continue on.
I mean, it really did set the tone for our Unfiltered with Dave Letele, because it was it showed what we're trying to do is just bring the unfiltered stories out there where it's, there's no ulterior motive. It's just letting you share.
Yeah, it's definitely, and it's this podcast, like with yourself, makes people feel comfortable and show a different side to what other people see. For myself, I'm always trying to steer away from some of the stories, but being with you has made everything feel comfortable, and with all the other stories that with other people that you've had here, you can tell how comfortable they are and how they feel sharing their story and what impact that it can have on a lot of people. So yeah.
What's been your favourite episode besides your one? What's been your favourite episode?
There's been a few. Shane Cameron's one. He's pretty funny, bro.
Cue the Mike Tyson clip.
So yeah, there's been a few. A few of the boys like Miles and all that come through too, and just all everyone's story has been nice, and I know story they get to sit down and because working with her at BBM, getting to see her story and see the background and
did you know much of Ida's story before?
No, I didn't. So it was eye opening, and it's kind of similar, but in different ways. So. Can kind of connect to it.
Yeah. What's life like now, bro? How's the year been? So we're in January 2026, so touch wood, we're going to have a great year this year, brother.
Yeah, brother. It's been awesome, man. It's been a real blessed year last year, being a free man in November.
So that's officially. So talk about that. So you were released out of prison, but you were still on probation,
I still had
right?
to go probation. Had to report at the start was every week, once a week, and then went to every fortnight. That took a toll on me. And I had to kind of explain what's going on with my life and talk about it. And was kind of on the repeat every time, so recycling every time. But just been told like just a few things I had all my stuff that I couldn't do, and I couldn't see my brother again. I wasn't allowed non-association with my brother, so that was a bit tough. And then once that was over, I got to see my brother again. That was awesome to see him inside and see how well he's doing with this program that he's doing at the moment. So it's just all about motivating him and keeping him on the right track. And that's one challenge. It's the other challenge is when he comes out. So it's just step by step, eh?
Yeah, bro. And he took a big role in terms of guiding you, and trying to guide you away from that life and all these things. And and now I guess the responsibility is gonna come back on you to do that very same thing for when he gets out, eh?
Yeah, definitely. I have to step up a little bit, like with my family, because he's the older brother, and he's the oldest male in the family. So I had to take a little bit of his role, just because he's away, and it's a little bit stressful. Trying to make a cause in our family stuff. I got 2 older sisters, where they asked me for what we should do as a family, but I'm that type of person where I respect my elders, so I got to listen to them. So I just agree to what they go through and what they say, and we just go with it. But I just got to be that person for my brother now, how he was with me, and just kind of be just continue to get better every time and show him there's another path to it. And he's pretty excited. He seems like a different person.
Do you think he's inspired by how well you're going at the moment, bro?
He's really happy with how I'm going. I think he was worried that, when I come out, I'll spiral again and go back to where I was before. But to see me change and see where I'm at now, I think he was really proud of it. Especially when we got to see each other again was one of the best feelings ever, because I felt like it's been forever. So how siblings are. Sometimes we have disagreements, but once you see each other, it's like everything's out the door. So we've just got to continue that. Yeah.
What do you think the plan is going to be? I mean,
make sure he keeps his word, and we had like when we were inside, we had a good heart-to-heart talk, and that was the one thing that he regrets was me being inside. So hopefully there was a wake-up call for him, and we can just continue on what we're doing, and hopefully come out and do something with us, or I just gotta be that support person for him and make sure that I keep him on the right track.
Yeah, I think it's like, like with you, it was just an opportunity, just opening the door, right?
Yeah.
And you really wanted it. You walked in, you done all the work.
Yeah. And
I guess that's all. Just be that support there for him.
Yeah, 100%.
Open the door if he wants it. Here it is.
Here it is. Yeah. Because as you all know, he's got a lot of friends, and all those friends will come back. But I just got to remind them, where they're there when you're there. You know what I mean? Where they're supporting you. So, my mum and dad are getting to that point of their time, and dad can't really walk as much and can't stand up as much now. So, just having him there will be really helpful for him, and especially my dad misses him a lot. So it's one of those things where want to bring him out and keep him out.
Yeah, I think it's different now too, bro, when he comes out, because you're in a much different place now, eh? Even when you're in the Warriors, I think you're in a much different place now in terms of, where you're at in life and your knowledge, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just understanding a little bit more, and just know what's right from wrong, and just know what my limits are and what I can do and what I can't do. But, just keep pushing, and just keep understanding, there's never to give up on, or just keep pursuing something, and it'll eventually happen.
Yeah.
It just doesn't turn that way. So, when I first started, I didn't have most of these opportunities like I did last year. And last year, everything just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I never expected a lot of things, but it just happened. So, like you always say, it's God's plan. I just got to keep riding the horse and keep going forward.
Yeah. That's the hard part, when we talk to people. It's about just, there is God's plan.
Yeah.
You just got to trust it and just keep doing the right thing, and the right thing will happen being around the right people is a big part of it.
Yeah, 100%.
What's been the biggest thing you've got from, being a part of BBM, bro?
The lives that BBM has changed. Just acknowledging like everything that we have and, just helping people. I think with our FTC program that we do, the different type of people that come through and the challenges that they face. And it's just, and you just see yourself like just where they were, you know what I mean? Like just anxieties, mental health, all that stuff, like just don't want to be out in public. And, just to see how they were from the start to the end and seeing the change in them, it just makes, just fills my cup every time. So, and just having that connection with them afterwards too and seeing them continue on. Some of them fall off, but they always come back.
Yeah.
And that's why like BBM's always got a home for everyone, no matter who you are, no matter what race or blah, blah, blah. Everyone has a home and never be judged every time. So, and that's something that I've always cherished and I've always remember every time I work there. So,
Yeah. Man, did you ever think you'd be doing something like that?
No. I knew it was something be like in the works of like training parts or doing all that stuff. So, but this is way better than what I thought. And it's been awesome. It's changed my life. It's changed how I think about things. And I'm just developing every time, especially coming up with workouts and all these little stuff. It's enjoyable, and then seeing the reaction when they see me write something on the board and they're like, "Well, how are we supposed to do this?" But then once they finish it, like it's just their minds change and it gives them a bit of like confidence every time.
Yeah, I think the cool thing is, when you look at someone that you've been helping and you realize their lives are better just because of you, just because you exist.
Yeah,
their lives are a little bit better. It's a pretty amazing feeling, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Man, and last year, it was a tough year for me personally, but there was still some really cool stuff that happened.
Yeah,
and there was some really cool stuff that happened with you last year. That I guess I was living through because I was going, man, I was just so happy for you.
Yeah.
And obviously the first thing was the house. Take us through that process.
Yeah, me and my partner, one time her parents came over and her parents were like, "Oh, let's go look at the houses." And I was like, "Hey, nah, I'm all right." Never knowing that, like, things will happen. And I was lucky enough that I had my KiwiSaver.
Back on the Warrior days.
Yeah, I never knew how much I had in there and I was pretty shocked. So, but because I didn't use my KiwiSaver to buy my first property, like I was still eligible to use it. They let us use it, and just fortunately got the house. Yeah, it was just unexpected, eh?
Yeah.
Me and my partner was just talking. In about 3 or 4 years, we'll keep saving up and we'll buy a place, and then it just happened just like that, and just kind of so proud, like because for my boys. We stayed in a 2-bedroom, what do you call those, state houses thing. So it was pretty small for all of us. So to get a place where we got a bit more space now, then my boys can go outside and run around and just ride their scooter anywhere in the house and don't have to worry about any scratches or anything on the walls. Yeah, it was just the best feeling ever.
Man, I was so happy, bro.
Yeah, I think you're the first person I ever told, eh?
Yeah.
I messaged you straight away once I got it, eh? Because, and to thank you because, all these things I would have built up or saved up just to do things like this, and I was just lucky enough that it happened. So,
how did it feel? Because I remember when you rang me, and I was just so happy. Like it was me getting the house.
Yeah.
I was so happy. But because I knew, what you'd lost, and then we'd had conversations about it, it's possible. It is possible, bro. You can do it again, and then to happen so quickly, but going from there to actually having something for your boys, like this is theirs.
Yeah.
You got something. How did that moment feel? What was going?
I'll be honestly, I think it didn't hit me until we actually moved in. I think, bro, I broke down there so many times.
Yeah.
And then even today, I still look around the house and just can't believe it, eh?
Yeah.
I'm just like seeing my boys happy and running around and just doing whatever they want and don't have to worry about anything, because at the other place I was like, hey, be careful, do this, don't do this, don't do that. Like, we're just real worried, but now it's just let them do their thing. And, and it's just somewhere where now I got a place where all my family can meet up too, and we had a good feed there with my family and all this and that, and see my parents come over and real happy. And my dad always gives it to me every time. You better not lose this house this time. And I was like, I'm sorry, don't worry, Dad, I won't. So.
What are their thoughts on it all, bro? On how everything's, how it's gone now?
Yeah, they're really happy. They're really proud. I think for my family, when someone gets a house, it's all of our houses. So, like, they just come over. My mum's got a spare key for my house, so they can just come over whenever they want. So, it's just one of those things where they're really proud and really happy that, I got to get another house again, and especially for my boys. Yeah. As my girls have their place now. So, I'm just happy that they're happy and they see it. And they're still here to kind of witness everything. So
How are your girls going, bro?
Yeah, they're good, man. They're good. But like, man, my eldest is like 19, so that's a bit of a so it does what she wants to do. So I'm just there to be there for them. So I get to see my girls twice a week. So when I do get to see them, I try and do as much as I can. But they're usually busy doing their own thing sometimes, you know what I mean? But, that's how you just got to adapt with everything that we have, eh?
Yeah, man.
Well, I can't believe I got 7 kids.
7. Yeah, whenever you mention that at our speeches, it's like, it's like a gasp through the audience.
Hell, nah, sorry. I think that's enough for me. I got my 5 girls and my 2 boys. Yeah. I'm really proud of that and to see where they're at. My girls are into their sports. My 3 younger girls, they're into their sports and into their netball. My second eldest, I think she's going to get back into netball. My eldest one, she was doing really well with her games, but a few injuries kind of stopped her from pursuing a bit more into it. But
even coached the Newland Stags.
Coached the Newland Stags.
Under 8s, my boys' team.
And I helped out with my daughter's Samoan rugby league team. I was like, oh, man.
It's funny how under 8s say, like, I don't think any under 8s had a head coach and 2 assistants. But delegation.
Delegation, yeah. You're the strict one. I was the soft one.
Yeah.
If you don't want to listen, I'm sending you to Dave.
Do you still follow league, bro?
Yeah, I follow now and then.
Apart from coaching the number 1 under 8s team.
Oh, yeah, true. I follow the boys, the Warriors, with Chance and all that. I'm still close with the boys and stuff. And
Chance is a good guy, eh?
Yeah, he's a good kid. And he's another one that I watched with his podcast on here too. That was good. And then sometimes you get it's hard for me to watch the game because sometimes I miss the game. Yeah. Get itchy feet sometimes, but they always have a week where they have the old boys come back, and last year was one of the best years. Because
how did that feel, bro, to go back and you've gone back and you're in a much better position, eh? Like life's good.
Yeah. That it was really good because I was invited so many times. Yeah. But because of what I was going through and the anxiety and stuff, I didn't want to go back. So last year was the first time. And it was good to see a lot of the old players. They used to share the field with and go into battle. Well, I think one of the boys said, like, no, I didn't think anyone will understand what we go through and the brotherhood that we have and the bond we have as brothers and why we miss it. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Like, these guys, I lived with these guys for so long, you know, train with them and travel with them and all that. And it was just one piece that went missing.
I mean, you're bonded by all that suffering. People don't understand how hard these pre-season trainings are, and you are bonded by all that, eh?
Yeah. Like all the running and all the suffering that we had to go through, and sometimes I watch, I'm like, man, I don't know how I got through this.
Yeah.
Like, shocked and surprised myself,
You know, you could tell you've done that elite training for so long because you're mentally so strong. Like when we did that CrossFit comp.
Oh, yeah.
And just having you in, when we were doing that run, that first event, doing the run through the fucking mud.
Oh, yeah.
But just having you in my ear.
Yeah.
Come on, bro, having you push me up the hill, it's just, you can tell that you've just got that mindset that you can only get from that type of training.
Yeah, it's just like if you're doing all right and someone else is struggling more than you always got to try and motivate them and keep pushing them because you can only do as better as what they do. So
that was a hard comp, eh?
That was hard, man. That comp was one of the hardest things I've done.
That was a highlight of my year, actually, that comp, and doing it with you.
Yeah,
just having you right there, being in that, in the trenches together.
Yeah, so I was lucky too because that comp kind of set me up because I was invited to play in that the Pacific Legends team against the All Black Classics.
Eden Park, that was epic.
I was shocked that I got asked to do that. Hale Dibole, one of the legends for our rugby Ikaletahi boys, asked me to come and join that. And then, long after that, I played in the League Legends down in Rotorua with the Sione runs and all that, and got to see the boys again, and that was epic.
Yeah.
Then, got that trip to Tonga.
Yes.
For the Tonga team, so...
At least you can get into Tonga. No worries there.
Definitely got to get to travel to Tonga. That was my first time traveling.
Cool.
That was my first time traveling too.
Oh, really? To Tonga?
Nah, traveling out. Outside of NZ.
Yeah.
And was to Tonga. So, yeah, it was good to see my family and got to play rugby again.
Yeah. What did you think of that the incident with Katoa?
Yeah, it was pretty sad. To be honest, I don't know all the details of it, but seeing it on TV when I was watching it in Tonga. It was. He got knocked out at the warm up. And that was pretty bad.
Bro, what's your thoughts on it? Like, if he's knocked out, I mean, he was knocked out in warm-up. Should he have played?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, if you can never ask the player, right?
Nah,
because you'd say
never
yes.
ask the player. I'll say yes. 100%. If someone asks me if I'm all right, I'll go, yeah, I'm all right, and I'll keep playing. Like, you never ask a player, like, if you wanna go back on it and play again, and if you're all right. Because 100% you'll want to go out there and play. Don't want to miss out. I don't know who's supposed to make the call. I think the doctors or whoever should have did the assessment or whoever seen the incident should have made the call. But it's one of those things where it happened, and he looks like he's recovering really well and back at training and stuff. And so
okay.
Just happy with him.
Yeah.
Just happy he's safe now.
Yeah. In league, was it who had the most? Who did you not want to run into in rugby league? Who was like
Steve Maddai?
Yeah, man, he was
he was the hit man. But lucky he was playing on the other
side.
I was on left side, he's left side too, so he was playing on the other side.
Man,
he can hit, man. He's just. I think that one against the Rabbitohs was one I remember. It was when him and George Burgess.
Yes.
He hit him, and then Sammy came in and tried to give it. And not long after that, he hit Sammy. I was like, bruh.
He just had real good technique, hey?
Yeah. It's just...
He just put his body on the line.
Everything up, bro. He just puts it on the line. He had, like, shoulder pads. Like, he had pads on because he had real bad shoulders.
Yeah.
And it's just... That's how...
What's he like as a guy? I've never met him.
Oh, he's real chill. Real, like, relaxed guy. Just like myself, like with the boys, all funny and have a laugh and that.
Yeah.
But when it came to game time, it's just like a switch, eh?
Yeah.
And just no fear, no nothing.
Yeah. Who's hit you the hardest? Has anyone ever hit you the hardest? Have you ever had a shot put on you?
Oh, like I've had like good wolf of Jared Hargraves.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think there was one game in down at Christchurch where. Yeah, I just ran it straight at him and we just bumped. We hit each other and we like kind of spun around and ran back again.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Yeah, it's always the big boys, always the props.
Yeah.
Pedro, Sinisiva.
He must have been hard.
Bro, he was like a rock,
Granite,
man.
yeah.
It's like, bro,
Yeah, he's just,
it's like running into a brick wall, man.
yeah.
Like, yeah, but yeah, that was something I love to do, like just testing myself, running hard as some of the big boys, but I saw it as part of my job, what I had to do.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's always the wingers and that bringing the ball back after kick return.
Yeah.
It's trying to get it back as close as we can to our props, so they don't have to run back as far.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is there any one particular hit that you've given that you remember? That was a good hit.
I think Luai, when I hit him against Kiwis versus Samoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did one there.
Oh, poor Lua.
Just
It's my son's favourite player.
yeah. I think I ran. He got a backdoor, and I just ran in, and I think he just passed it while I was flying in, and just gave him a bit of
all legal.
All legal. It was all legal. already committed to the tackle. Already committed to the tackle, and I think Billy Slater had a few of my shoulders.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, it's funny. Like you know, looking back and just looking at the players, and yeah, it was just some videos come up sometimes, and it's just laugh at it.
Yeah. That was good memories, bro.
Bo Ryan was a funny one.
Yeah. He
was a pest.
Yeah. What was he like on the field? What was he like? Because he had a funny character. Yalla. Yeah,
he was a
when he
pest on
played
the
that
field,
character.
bro.
Doggies.
Yeah. He was like that on the field, bro.
Is that what he was like?
In his ear, and like, if you like, I think there was a game against. I think we played them in the semi-finals, and down in Sydney, and we just beat them to make it into our quarterfinals, and we just beat them to make it into this. But he was in my ear all the time. Whenever I did a mistake, or whenever he like did something, he'll just be in my ear, like just yapping at me, and I'll just push him off and thing, and I almost kicked him in the head.
That bad?
Yeah. He got that thing where he was holding on to my leg, and I did a back kick. I think it's still on the thing. I think they showed it on the footy show too. It was funny, bro. It was like, I think they said, what should we call you? I think Manu's little bitch. Oh, it was funny, man, when I saw it. So yeah.
Oh, man.
But we're good friends, bro. Like, you know, always have a battle on the field, but off the field we're good friends. Yeah.
What do you think of Bo's impersonation of Fui?
Oh, bro, it's funny. It's like he's got heaps of like all the players, but you know him and I like.
You wouldn't get away with it now. It's not PC.
Oh,
you would not get away. There was another guy. Who's the other guy that we used to impersonate Fui? There was another league player. I forgot his name. He was a front rower. But Bo's was the famous one.
The famous one, bro.
But the funny thing was, bro, with speaking of Fui Moi Moi, is he was coming up in reserve grade when I was playing for North's reserve grade.
Oh, yeah.
And you do your rundown on the video sessions, and they're talking about Fui. And Gary Larson was our coach, and he's got a real husky voice. He got into, goes, Dave, whatever you fucking do not run into Fui Moi Moi. Well, don't worry, mate. I'm not running anywhere near him.
Yeah, he was a tank, man.
Yeah.
Back then, But I think he's still playing in England.
Far out.
Oh, man, yeah.
He reminded me of Ifeka Palestina.
Yeah. Fika, man.
Do you think he went over to England too soon, or he just
Fika?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just
he probably made a lot of money over there.
a lot of money. Yeah. I think that back at that time was really good. The exchange rate was really good back then, because I remember in 2005 when we went there, it was the exchange rate from there to here was good. So whatever he got was.
He must be so hard to tackle.
But he's just real solid. I remember training with Fika, and I think I had to hold the pads. This is when I was in development squad. I had to hold the pads for them, and I ran it straight at him, and he just folded me just like that, and I was like, bro, I'm not running at you again. But I was like, we used to have a sandpit back at the Warriors with I think the South Stand. Right underneath there was a sandpit there, because remember there was Olympics, athletics.
Yeah.
Athletics back then, and they used to have a sandpit. They used to get us wearing the pads, those vests. And you have to run it straight to all the players. And I remember they got me to do it and run it at all the, like Stacey and all that. So I had to run the balls real hard, and we used to do that all the time. And bro, that was scary for me, eh?
Yeah.
Young kid, have to run it straight to all these guys, all the
Far
legends.
out.
Yeah. So that was one memory I still remember till
It's
this
like the
day.
initiation.
Yeah, it was part of their training.
Far
Like,
out.
but yeah, it was like, because I was like one of the biggest guys, the like forward winger, playing with the backs. Like I'm running straight at the backs,
Yeah.
not the forwards. So if you can tackle this guy, yeah, it'll be all right. So
Yeah.
yeah, to carry the ball and run it straight at them, eh? So, but then after running at Fick, I was like, I'm not running at you again.
So Ifeka, when he come off the kickoff or any run he did, but especially the kickoff, he'd have like a gallop.
Yeah,
Like, but he's not Tongan, eh?
nah, he's not Tongan
Because he's galloping like a horse.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say that. I think he's half Tongan.
But what was the thoughts on that? Did the coaches, did you ever talk about the way he ran?
Nah, I think
like,
it's just always. I think he's always had that run, eh? From his junior grades and stuff.
Who's the most talented rugby league player you've ever played with? I mean, that's a hard question.
That's a hard
You don't
one.
want to offend anyone, but in your opinion, off the top of your dome, because you play with a few. I mean, Stacey Jones. You play with Stacey Jones, eh?
Yeah, Stace. Lockyer. I played.
Oh, you play with Lockyer. Oh,
Yeah.
well, hand,
All
there
Stars.
There it is, bro. That won't offend
Stars.
anyone because it is. That's a safe one saying Lockyer.
Yeah. Because bro, I was
What
lucky.
was?
I was lucky. I made the All Stars. So this is when the All Stars first happened, and then it was All Stars versus Indigenous. Now it's like All Stars Indigenous versus the Indigenous Māori. Yeah. But when the first All Stars happened, that's when they had to pick. It was a public vote. They had to pick one player from each team.
Wow.
And I was lucky. I was the lucky one to get picked from the Warriors for public vote. And yeah, I got to play alongside like all the Aussie boys.
Yeah.
Like never thought that I would ever share the same thing because I'm at the Warriors and play for the Kiwis.
Yeah.
I got to play with Lockyer and Billy and all that.
What was it like playing with those guys? What would they do that was so special? It's all the things they do off the ball,
off the field and during training, like just working hard, just training, just doing all those little 1%ers.
Yeah. What's their mindset like?
Just switched on, like back then it would have been a bit harder. I think as time goes, everyone's more professional now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've just switched on. When it's time to train, it's time to train. When it's time to relax, it's time to relax.
Yeah.
And doing all the little things right with the recovery.
It's cool memories, eh, bro?
Yeah. This is when you sit back and you ask questions. I'm like thinking back, and I'm like, bro.
It makes
I've
that
done
about
that, I've
you
done
sort of understand how much you've done too. When you're talking about it, man, yeah. You're gonna start working on a book this year as well, eh? They got you a book deal through Penguin.
So I was big excited about it. I was a bit nervous. I didn't want to be honest. I didn't really want to do a book. But you know, seeing after what the podcast did and all that, and see what my story is like, you know, might be a good thing. You know, for people to read and see what they can connect with.
Harder. I mean, bro, you're the perfect example of it's possible. Not the first part of your career, like coming out of where you came from to be the number one, like the face of the rugby league here, then the downfall, and then the rebuild. And I said to you when I met you, rebuild's always more inspiring. I reckon. And so it just, and then losing it all to now getting your own place for your family. I mean, it just shows to everyone doing it tough that it is possible.
Yeah, definitely. It's just all the hard work that you put into it. I think with life, if you're just cruising and going with the flow, I don't think everything will thing. And it started from you giving me an opportunity, and it was up to me if I wanted to take it with both hands and keep moving forward with it and keep working hard and just show, people that I can change and can think, because I don't think I would have got the opportunity if I didn't work hard for it.
How have you managed to stay on the path? because I know what it's like rebuilding and not having much money, and then you still have friends. There were opportunities in my journey when I was rebuilding where I could have made some quick cash.
Yeah.
And there was times when, you know, you got nothing. Oh, man, I can't handle this. Like,
Yeah.
But for me, it was my sister that would kept me on track. She goes, Dave, just stay in this thing. I can see something coming.
Yeah.
You know, but what's kept you on the path?
To be honest, my parents. Yeah. Man. Yeah, my parents. My dad is 86 this year. Mom's 79. Seeing how my dad is now, I don't want to hurt him anymore.
Yeah.
And just seeing my kids, I've already put them through enough. I know there's, it's just remembering those pains, because those pains will get you out of it, and that's something that I've always remembered. The pain that I see with my kids when I went inside, the pain with my parents, that just pops up in my head every time and stops me. So, you know, I've been through struggles, having nothing, and I can, if I have only $10 or $5, I can survive. You know, at least my boys are eating. They've got a roof over their head. Doesn't matter how much I have, I'll be happy with that, and that feeds me every time.
That's good advice, man. You know, if people are going through and they're thinking, just think of visualize that pain that was happening before.
Even when I was playing for the Warriors, like when I had that bad game against Parramatta, and then, you know, Ruben told me, you just got to think about the people that matters and why you do it. Yeah. And I always think about my kids every time, and just keep practicing. And that's where it got me to where I was at the Warriors. So, you know, I always think about my struggles. I always think about like little things like that, and it keep switches me back on again, especially when I get real too comfortable. Yeah, that's where things are real dangerous for myself.
Yeah, getting comfortable and complacent, eh?
Yeah,
man. Your parents are awesome, bro. It's going to be good when I can imagine how happy they are seeing where you are, because it's just knowing that you're okay.
Yeah.
Hey, and then when your bro comes out, and, you know, we'll work really hard with him.
Yeah. And one thing that I always remember my mum, man, like she'll always make sure everyone's fed first before herself, even if it's just like if we have like soup or something, all the meat's gone, or it's just a little bit of soup left. She's happy with it. She's fed, and that's something that I've always thought about, and why I didn't worry about food or worry about money or worry about this. Is like, you know, if everyone's fed in my family, and whatever's left over, I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
you know, it fills me up.
Yeah, bro. And I think because you've gone through that, it's hard for because we all so many times. I mean, when we're growing up with nothing, we chase wealth, we chase money. But I think once you've had it, and then you lose it, but then you really understand what wealth is.
Yeah,
like you said, like as long as my family are fed, bills are paid, we're happy.
Yeah, 100%.
All the nice thing, like people look at cars, like, man, I love cars. And people see the car, but they come and go.
Yeah,
you know, it doesn't matter. Like, man, I love driving nice cars. I love cars, but they don't matter.
Yeah,
you know, like you just said, my kids are fed, roof over our heads. You know, we're okay.
Yeah, because I think when the time comes, when I do leave this place, I think I want people to remember me by, you know, the memories that I leave behind.
Yeah.
All the other stuff, I can't take it to my grave. Yeah. So,
what do you want your legacy to be, bro? When it's all said and done.
Just a person that I don't know, just someone that's just a good person.
Yeah.
I'm always laughing.
Yeah.
So if you don't hear me laughing, then there's something wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, it's one of those things. I just want to be a good father, and a good person to everyone, that everyone can relate to. Yeah.
Oh, man, you are a good person. That's why I get so frustrated when you read stuff online. You know, it's just. But you're good at that. You're actually good. Like I get haters on me. Can you believe that? No matter how all the good that I do and help people, I still get so much hate. But I make the mistake of reading it. How do you get through, still even to this day when people talk rubbish?
Yeah, I always get tempted on replying back, especially when I got my house. I had heaps of haters.
Really?
Yeah.
What was
They're like, oh, how does this drug dealer, blah, 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 and all this and that. But, it's just one of those things, like all those fake pages and all that. But that time where I almost took my own life, I did a post on that day where I've got paint on my face, and I said, if you want to say it to my face, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone was just hammering me on there, and I was replying back to everyone. I think on there I had 10,000 comments because it's me replying to people and getting pissed off at them. But that's when I was going through my tough time. So ever since then, like I said, like I've been through it, so I know how it's like. So I didn't even take notice to it anymore. Like they're not putting food on my table. They're not feeding my family. So why should I give them the clout?
Yeah, I think New Zealand's got I don't know what it's like around the rest of the world, but New Zealand's got a massive issue, tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah.
Anyone who puts their head above water is going to get, they want to knock it off. I was happy when you posted it at the house because it's such a big I didn't post when I got my first family home.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to post something like that. But the real estate asked if I can do a story.
They want to do. I hope you negotiated a less
Yeah,
percentage. I could
they
post.
helped me. Yeah,
I could
yeah,
post for 10% less.
No, but they gave us a good deal with the house. So,
but what happened in Australia? Because I know.
Yeah,
People don't know.
yeah.
But when it started happening, and you'd messaged me before you left, like, oh man, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And then I started getting the phone calls from the Herald, trying to tell you, and it's not my story, man. But so what happened?
I had a meeting with some guys down there. Just some stuff maybe in the works with the boxing side down in Oz. But the one thing that we had to get across was me getting through customers. So we were like, oh yeah, sweet, let's try this out. So I was just gonna go there that morning and then fly back the same day.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I got there, everything was all good. I ticked
And
all
you did
the
it properly.
boxes. I did it properly.
You didn't try and lie on
No. I did it all properly. I did it all properly, and then I ticked everything. And then I went to scan my passport, and then it just went error. And I was like, oh, bro. Scanned it again, because I think once I get through that, I'll be all good. So I scanned it again, error. And the lady goes, oh, try it one more time. I think you have to put your passport in it. So I did it again. They go, oh, not coming to this line. So when I went to the line, the lady checked my thing, and she goes, oh, you need to come back here. I was like, fuck. They took me to the side, and I sat there for a while, and they came and checked up, and they were asking me questions on why am I there, blah, blah, blah. They took me through whether you get your bags checked.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit, I think I'm through. And they go, oh, we just have to check your bag, and then we have to send you back. And I was like, oh, bro. So they checked my bag, and I went back to the waiting room.
Yeah.
And they go, we have to take you to the small room and interview you. So I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. So they took me in there. I wasn't allowed my phone or anything, so I left everything in my bag.
Yeah.
I only took a backpack. She came into the interview and sounded all right, like telling her blah, blah, blah. What am I doing? I'm here to do a meeting, got maybe a boxing, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, I've got to go talk to my manager. And I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. Another hour went. They came back, and she goes, oh, I think your thing has been declined. We have to send you back, but you can't go anywhere. You have to stay in here. I was like, bro, can I have my phone then?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, you can't have your phone. I was like, what's the point? Am I arrested or something? And go, nah, you're being held. So I was like, oh yeah, sweet. Can I use the phone? And they were like, oh yeah, can I get the number off my phone? And I just got 2 numbers.
Yeah.
So I got my missus number and my niece's number, and I was trying to call my missus hard out.
Yeah.
And then it'll keep going to voicemail. I was getting pissed off because I was stressing out.
Yeah.
Like I had no one to talk to. I was stressing out, and I left so many voicemails on her phone.
Yeah.
I got a hold of my niece, and then I was just talking to my niece, and then got a hold of my missus again, started talking to her and said, bro, they're sending me back.
Yeah.
My flight was at 7 o'clock, and I was trying to ask them if they can give me a earlier flight. And then the earliest flight that they could give me was 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I was there from 9 9 in the morning all the way till 5. And then they held me in that room and they go, oh, we can take you to another room where it's more comfortable, you can lie down.
Yeah.
So I went there and looked at it. It was like the cell.
Oh, shit.
2 beds side by side.
Oh, no.
Exactly. It was giving me, I was like, bruh, I'm getting treated like I'm back in prison again. So it was hard. It was like, that was the only thing that was going through my head. I was like, bro. And then I just slept the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't want to stay up and look at the walls again.
That would have been a nightmare.
Bro, it wasn't, bro.
Like flashbacks.
It was definitely giving me flashbacks, being in those 4 walls. I thought like, I was at the airport, it'd be all right room.
Go to
like,
the quarter lounge or something. That's what
yeah, I thought they were going to send me back to the to where the departure is and wait at the gate.
Yeah.
Nah, they left me there, and then I had 2 guys escort me back to the gate.
They at least give you some Hungry Jacks.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, they go, "Oh, you hungry?" And I was go, "Yeah, I'm definitely hungry."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, yeah, what do you want?" And they'll go, "KFC." I was like, "Oh, do you have any Red Rooster?" And they were like, "Oh, that's on the other side." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, KFC." And like, that's on the other side. And I was like, "Bro, so what do you have? All Portos or Burger King?" "Oh, Hungry Jacks." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll have Hungry Jacks." Go, "What would you like?" "Oh, just the biggest burger there." And they were like, "Oh, yeah, sweet." So they came back with a combo and an extra burger. And I was like, "Yeah, you know me. I can eat."
And so what's the plans with all that, bro? What are the promoters going to do to try and... Because we also need you to come to Australia. When we take From the Couch to Aussie, we're going to be working with a lot of the Indigenous groups there, which is going to be epic. So how are they going to...
So just have to apply for another visa. So what they told me...
before you go, actually just
before
apply.
I go, yeah. So the visa that you get when you go over, I think it's just an automatic visa that you get from New Zealand to Oz. So that's they say they've got so many visas that I can apply for. So all I have to do is just apply for another visa.
Yeah.
And get it all done before I can go over again.
But you're going to box again.
Yeah, I want to try and do jump back in the ring again and get that over.
And I remember you asking me, is it okay? I said it's okay with me, but there's one condition. They are not allowed to use the footage of you knocking me out as the highlight to this fight. They are not allowed to use the picture of me laying face first with you in the background. That's the only condition.
Yeah, far. Nah, it's going to be exciting. We'll see how things go away. Turning 40 this year, so not long to go. With this boxing stuff. But hey, anything can happen. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it's okay. I mean, there's always other opportunities.
Well, you can always fight here.
Yeah, there's always other opportunities around.
Yeah, it's going to be epic. I spoke to you before. It's probably the first time me announcing it here is I'm fighting. I'm coming out of retirement. Fight in Taranaki on May 16th so we can train together.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, they'll be good because it's always good when you have a training partner.
Yeah, it's funny, we done the marketing and you're talking to the promoter and he's saying, be good to have, the Butterbean character. I said, nah, bro. I said,
no. Yeah.
So that character's gone, bro. If people just know who I am now.
Yeah.
But I'll still be fun, it'll still be a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, 100%.
My tagline is, this government's so shit, I've had to come out of retirement and I have to beat some poor bugger up down in Taranaki just to raise some funds. I feel sorry for this guy. This guy, when he goes to the hospital, can blame the government. But then again, I remember talking it up against your fight, so I better be careful. Better be careful. But, because you've only had 2 fights, Eric Murray and me. Eric Murray's a good fella as well. And who would you like to match up against?
I don't know, to be honest. I think there's always fighters out there. But
who's that big guy that just came out, the Melbourne Storm player? Nelson.
Alpha.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, he'll be a good match. Like, I remember after our fight, I think I was supposed to have a few fights after that following year, but then all the other stuff happened. But yeah, I was kind of, at that time I was aiming for Paul Gallen back then,
Yeah.
But he's fully retired now and he wouldn't want to come back out. So it's all just whoever wants to jump in the ring and have another dance.
It'll be good, bro. It'll be good money, eh? You can think, I'll be able to renovate my kitchen with that fight.
Yeah.
Bathroom with that fight.
I need to do my bathrooms.
Yeah. And that'll be a pool in the backyard for that. What else is going on, bro? What's the plans? What's the goals for this year?
Yeah, so like the book is going to happen. Hopefully do this. Hopefully get through to Australia and do all that stuff. But at the moment, I'm just more focused on staying fit and staying active. When I'm active, I'm thinking a lot more clearer. Because I know when I get real down and out, I get real lazy and complacent and don't want to see much people. So when I'm a bit fit, I think a bit clearer and just do with that. So just being a better person, better father. That's the one goal that I want to achieve this year, and just being there for my kids, giving them time, because time's running out sometimes, So, and the years go by fast too. So, I'm just giving my time as much as I can to them.
Yeah. I remember you said it in our BBM thing you've done. I don't have much, but I have my time.
Yeah.
So my time's important, and I give my time.
Yeah. I give my time to people that matters the most. And that goes by fast, on our phones, how long, and that takes a lot of our time sometimes. And that's one thing I've been trying to work on, is staying off my phone, because I'm just always like this every time.
Yeah, that's a hard thing, I think I don't know if I sent it to you. I'll send it to you. It was a guy, and he was talking about his kids, and he was talking about just time. But he said, don't yell at your kids before they go to bed and expect them to have a good sleep. Don't yell at your children before going to school and expect them to have a good day at school and learn a lot. And just be the example, and just love on them and build them up.
Yeah.
And I really hit home, because I think, man, I'm always so occupied with with work on my phone and with helping everyone else.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting that same time and effort into my family.
The family, yeah. And the one thing that I like, when my kids are playing up, or when my son, I just automatically just give them the phone and just so they don't have to disturb me or anything. But it's one of the it's just my son now. Like when we went to Dunedin for a holiday, my partner's parents are really good, because they kept him off the phone and the TV, and he was outside playing every time.
Yeah.
And every time he'll come inside and want to watch TV, they won't allow him. So it was a good thing. And he's held on to that. And now he likes to ride on the scooter and at home. So every time he's just inside the house riding his scooter everywhere. And my other boys in his walker running around trying to chase him around. So, it's just keeping them active. My son's got a lot of energy. I don't know where he gets his energy from. He doesn't eat much, but he's got a lot of energy. And he loves to fight too. But I'll just sit there, and he'll just come around the corner and just punch me straight in the mouth. Oh, and I just laugh,
You're not showing him the footage of our fight, are you? No. He goes, hey, Dad, look, like Butterbean.
Nah, man. It's just I bought him some gloves, and I always have play fights with him, and he just loves it. So just got to keep him. Just trying to run down a lot of his energy before bedtime, because man.
Oh, that's cool, bro.
Got to keep fit for that too.
Last question, bro. The Warriors, is this our year?
Every year's our year. Every year's our year.
Yeah. Manu, brother, man, bro, I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you, brother.
And I'm happy that you came back on just to, just share everyone with what you're up to. And, and again, it's about showing people that things are possible.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you alongside me, bro. And just to call you my brother, have you right there with us. I love seeing my people win. I love seeing you win in life. And just to know I play a little part in it, man, I'm just feel very blessed. So thank you, brother, for all you do. Bro. And looking forward to our sparring and our training together. And when we do sparring, you're about 0.25%. But it's going to be fun, bro. Let's going to have a great year together. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, brother. All the best.
Thank you.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for the support. It really does mean so much to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment on our videos, and share this out. These stories are so inspiring and they need to be heard by everyone. Thank you so much, team.